Hey, Tiana. Hey, y'all. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? I hope I gave you guys enough leeway that I was coming live or whatever. But if you're in the chat, say hey. Eat the Real Vixen. I swear, you guys be having the best names, yo. How do you guys be coming up with these names? Are you guys going to be a part of my squad? You guys are like superheroes. You guys are like superheroes. Superhero culture is like becoming a real thing too. That's another thing. You need to get it into the culture life, the tribe culture. That's why I named it that. It's time to get into the tribe culture. Oh, Empress of Swords. Ooh. Hey, Bobby, Breezy, Soraya, Love Crystal, Brianna, Kiana. Is it Dave Tao, Bobby Morgan, Imani, Brown Brugita, Miss Melanin Empress. Hey, Serene, Robin Ariel. If I'm pronouncing you guys' name wrong, I'm sorry. Bella Tiana, is that what it is? Sunshine Ray, Michael Watley. Hey. So yeah, guys, we're just going to talk about a few things that have been on my mind. The main thing I want to talk about is resonance, you guys, because this has been a huge kind of topic that's been coming up for me. Resonance, you guys. Getting in touch with your resonance, okay? Especially when it comes to finding your tribe. And also being aware of who's not a part of your tribe, right? There's this resonance factor that's going on, and a lot of the times we are aware of, I call it dissonance, when there's just like not an energetic match between you and another person, but we ignore it a lot with our conscious mind, even though our subconscious, unconscious mind is aware of it. We ignore it with our conscious mind because a lot of the times we go by a lot of different factors. Like we may go by things on the surface level for why we think that we match with a person, right? Sometimes it could be superficial reasons. Sometimes it could be, you know, you're put with people due to circumstances and things like that. But we always know, no matter how subtle it is, whether there's resonance between you and another person or not. And I really need you guys to start honing in on that sixth sense of who resonates with you and who doesn't resonate with you. Now, I wanted to kind of talk about this resonance, dissonance thing because it ends up being something that's very ugly and just nasty when your vibration doesn't match with another person. But it doesn't have to be that. It doesn't always have to be a fight. It doesn't always have to be, I don't like that bitch. It doesn't ever have to be that. It just has to be a recognition that we're just not on the same frequency. And that's okay. You're not going to match with every single human being on the planet. That's unrealistic. Okay. We're different. We're on different vibrations at different times too. It's like you may meet with somebody and in that moment you don't match with them, but maybe through evolution, maybe through both of you growing later down the timeline, and the vibrations just may line up where you guys are equal match, and then you guys can come together at a later time. But we really need to be more aware of the energy exchange between us and other people and what resonates for us and what doesn't resonate for us. And being aware of what doesn't resonate with us, we need to be willing to not give our energy to that situation. Because there's a lot of energy drainage going on right now, you guys. That's why I pulled the Ten of Swords in the last reading. I just saw, I'm like, oh my God, people are so drained. And, that has to deal with quality of energy, the quality of energy that you're keeping around yourself, and how you only need to nurture those things that are in resonance with you. And the things that aren't in resonance with you, it doesn't need to be, like I said, something nasty. It doesn't need to turn into an argument. It just needs to be a recognition that this is not on frequency with me. So I don't need to give my energy to it. I only need to give my energy to things that are on frequency with me, because that's what allows you to be free and to be yourself and not feel like you're being boxed in any sort of way. You know what I mean? So I think, there's such a negative connotation behind when your energy doesn't match with the person. And I don't feel like it needs to be that way. I just think, we need to understand that it's okay when your energy doesn't match with someone. Like, it doesn't mean that it's a bad thing. It doesn't mean that that person's a bad person. It doesn't mean that you're a bad person. It just means that energetically you guys just aren't in the same place. But it's very important for you not to invest your energy into situations like that, because it's not going to birth new life, and that's what we're supposed to be about, is birthing new life into higher states of awareness, higher states of being. And so if you're with someone that you don't resonate with fully, then there's no life coming out of that. You know what I mean? So just be aware of that. And it's about wanting what's best for you, and also wanting what's best for the other person as well. It's like, you don't want to waste each other's time, because we're in a time and energy right now where we don't have time to waste on anything that is not a complete match to ourselves, you guys. We have to get rid of the excess. And that's what I was seeing. If you guys go back and watch my Jupiter, if you go back and watch my Jupiter and Capricorn transit, I was talking a lot about elevation requires separation. And I also was talking a lot about that there was this hermit card that was coming out. And I was like, why do I keep getting this hermit energy? And now I'm kind of seeing it kind of withdrawing your energy, like I said, from things that's kind of going to waste your life force. Okay. And not feeling guilty about that, because like I said, there's a lot of guilt that goes into that, because we're actually supposed to be, we're in a time right now where we're going to start connecting with our true tribe, our soul tribe, the people that were born to be in our lives, and the people that we're supposed to be meeting up with and building this new earth, building this new vision that we're trying to manifest. And those are the relationships that we really want to save our energy for. And so I feel like this is a time where, finding your tribe. In the finding your tribe, like I said, that's why you have to kind of let go of the connections that aren't resonating with you fully, to free your energy to be able to find those soul connections that you really do resonate with, and that fill your cups, right? That don't drain your cup, but fill your cups. Okay. That's very, very important. And knowing what fills your cups, and knowing who fills your cups, like who pours into you, who, when you get done talking to them, do you feel alive? Like I said, do you feel energized around this person? Are you guys talking and you guys are just bouncing ideas off of each other, and it's just going higher and higher and higher, and you're having aha moments and you're having awakenings with each other? That is a true sexual relationship. Yes, I did say sexual, because sex is spiritual, and sex is not just with the physical body. Sex is a sacred energy exchange, and sex is also for orgasm. And what is orgasm? Like, I already explained this to you guys before. Like, in one of my lives, this is one of my old lives from like 2018, 2017. But I was explaining what sex truly is, you guys. Sex, real sex, like in the higher dimensions, has nothing to do with the physical body. Sex is, let me give you an example. Like I said, when you meet with someone, a soulmate, right, that's on frequency and on resonance with you, and you know how you'll be having a conversation with someone, like say you guys are just talking about some shit, like, I don't know, talking about your life, talking about spirituality, whatever. And you guys are just like going, like it's just boom, 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 boom. Like it's just nonstop, back and forth energy. Like you're giving it to them, they're giving it right back to you. And in them giving it right back to you, you're elevating in consciousness at that point, because you're like, oh my God, this is opening my mind up. Like, I didn't realize this before, but I needed that other person as a catalyst to help open me up, right? And then you guys are just going, going, going. It is just so amazing that you kind of have this big bang moment where you're just like, oh my God, like, I can't believe we discovered this together, right? That is like an orgasm. That's called a spiritual orgasm, okay? When, like I said, you guys are just going and it's just like, boom, it's just like eureka moment. Like you just cannot believe that you're discovering so much with this person, and this person is giving you so many epiphanies, because that's what an epiphany is an orgasm. That's what an epiphany is, because you just like, you know how when you put the pieces together and you just like want to scream at the top of your lungs because you're like, oh my God, how did I not know that, right? And then boom, it's just like that. Those are the type of relationships we need, you guys. Those are the type of relationships that we need to be nurturing. The ones that elevate us in consciousness, you guys. The ones that are feeding us. What's nourishment? Nourishment is not just eating food. Because you guys have to realize, like, we live in a fallen world, okay? Like, first of all, let me just say that we live in a fallen world, okay? Everything has been taken down to the physical. But before it was taken down to the physical, all of this stuff existed as spiritual concepts, you guys. Okay? So nurturing someone, like when you feed somebody food, soul food, right? Food for the soul. So someone nourishing you is someone nourishing you spiritually. It's just like they're just feeding you. Again, they're pouring into you. That's the water bearer. That's Aquarius. They're pouring into you. They're not taking from you and draining your energy. Okay? So, and then it goes back to the whole value factor. It's like, is this person adding value to my life? Your soul tribe, that's when you know somebody that's in your soul tribe, because that's what they do for you. They feed you. They nourish you. They give you orgasms, okay? Like they know how to hit that spot for you, okay? And then what that does is that energizes you and it gives you all this inspiration after that. So then you go out into the world and you're just so inspired and you're just like, you know how when you just have like a deep conversation or a bomb conversation with somebody and the next day you're just smiling, like it's literally like you just had an orgasm. Like you're just smiling. You're like, oh my God, I just had such an amazing conversation with like my friend. And it's just, I'm looking at life totally different now. Those types of relationships, guys. That's how you know, okay? If people are in your life that aren't doing that for you, then that's not your soul tribe. That's not gang. You know what I mean? Because your soul tribe is going to lift you up. They're going to put you on a higher frequency. Okay. They're not, like I said, they're not going to bring you down. They're not going to drain your life force. And it's important that we're not looking on the surface level when it comes to this, you guys. It's looking at if somebody is nice, if somebody is a cool person, but it's like, what am I getting out of this interaction? And what you're getting out of it doesn't have to be something material, because the material is kind of like a way for people to trick you too. That's another thing. Like somebody that buys you gifts and shit like that. And then you start feeling obligated to be in that person's life because they bought you something material. But you see, that's the trick of it all, because really the material doesn't hold no value in the spiritual. So somebody buying you something, I know that seems like they love you and they care about you. And look, I love receiving gifts, so please don't get it twisted. But it's like you got to make sure that's not the only thing that they're doing for you. You know what I mean? It's like they at least need to be bringing some good energy and some good insights or teaching you something or having some business savvy or something like that, you know, to help improve your life. Exactly, Bobby. Fuck obligation. The whole obligation thing, guys. The whole obligation thing is an energy drain, guys. And so we want to look into those situations where you're being energized. And with your soul tribe too, it's not always like they're going to tell you the truth too. It's not like somebody that's a yes man or a yes woman that like always does what you say too. That's not soul tribe either. But even if they are going to tell you about yourself or tell you the truth, they're still going to do it in a loving way. You know what I mean? They're not going to do it in a way that's going to hurt you or that's going to purposely bring down your vibration. You know what I mean? Because there's a way to communicate things with love and awareness as well. So even still, like not saying it's something that's superficial between you and your soul tribe, but it's something extremely real. And they're literally your reflection. So a lot of the stuff that you go through, they already been through or experienced anyway. Exactly, Jania. Jania said obligation equals attachment. Yes. And you shouldn't feel that way, guys. The obligations, yep, moochers, leechers, using people for time and money. That's what they do. And that's what this material world has done, because it's tricked you to make you think that somebody doing those things for you really cares about you. But when you look at the spiritual side of it, that holds no spiritual value whatsoever. So that's a trick in and of itself. You know what I mean? And somebody giving you gifts, Tiana, yes, material gifts are great. But okay, just think of it like, say this system didn't exist. Like, say there wasn't stores for you to go shopping and shit, and we just lived in nature. Then what would you consider to be a gift then? You know what I mean? Like, if we didn't have this like fake world, what would you consider to be a gift then? And then I always say gifts are intangible too, you guys. Gifts are not just physical gifts. Gifts are things like wisdom that people give you can be a gift. You know what I mean? Certain knowledge that people can give you can be a gift. Or it could be the gift of kindness, you know, or whatever. But, you know, and yeah, it is manipulation. Because I feel like that Libra full moon like really opened up a lot around that, you guys. And I feel like this is getting us prepared for the Venus retrograde in Gemini, you guys. Do you guys know what Venus retrograde in Gemini really is? That's you coming together with your soulmates and your twin flames, reconnecting the dots there. Like, this Venus retrograde is going to be epic, you guys. It's going to be life-changing. Going back and making those connections. And also with the robotic energy, realizing those people that, you know, those people that you just be interacting with just to be interacting with, but it's like hella robotic and it don't have no meaning behind it. Yeah, those relationships, you got to drop those types of relationships, because like I said, if it's not feeding your spirit, then it's not for you. It got to feed your spirit in some sort of way. We're only accepting quality energy in 2020, you guys. Quality energy. That's it, and that's all. And quality energy is not just being nice. Like, you guys need to get this out of your head. Like, quality energy is just somebody being nice to you. Like, it goes beyond being nice. Like, is there a resonance there? You know what I mean? That's why they always say with dating and stuff, oh, why don't you date a nice guy? Like, it goes beyond being freaking nice. Like, that being nice is just a surface thing any damn ways. You know what I'm saying? It's not just about, you ain't got to be friends with everybody that's nice. Like, do you resonate with this person? Do you feel a soul connection with them? Then it don't matter if they're nice. That's not going to feed you. That's not feeding your soul, like I said. But I think when it comes to relationships, guys, relationships are going to start turning more mental too, like the mental connection, the Aquarian connection, where it's like, in these relationships, these romantic relationships, is going to be like, even with the Venus retrograde in Gemini, can I talk to this person about anything and everything? Like, do we have a mental connection? Like, can I have deep conversations with this person? Like, can I, because the mental connection is kind of what sustains the relationship outside of the physical, outside of the gifts, outside of the looks. The mental connection is what sustains everything, because you got to be able to communicate. And communication is really important. That's going to be the emphasis of the Venus retrograde in Gemini, is like communication. Like, I got to be able to talk to this person about any goddamn thing that's on my mind. I have to be able to be transparent with this person. That's another thing, transparency. Like, can you be completely clear with this person? Clear energy. And then not feel judged by this person. The judgment factor, that's another thing. Feeling like you can't be yourself because you're afraid this person's going to judge you, or you need to walk on eggshells around this person, or you can't be yourself. Then that's when you know there's no resonance there. Because the people that you really connect with, you can just be real. You can just be yourself with them. You know what I'm saying? And then me and my other friend was talking about the other day, like those types of relationships where, you know how like most empaths are like really private people, right? And it's like, you know how some people you can't really be alone with, like, say, like, you're gonna invite somebody over to your house, right? Some people you're cool with inviting to your house, and then some people you don't feel comfortable inviting to your house because you kind of feel like you got to kind of put on a little bit of a front around them, right? That's how you know there's dissonance there. But because your home is your personal space, that's your unconscious mind. So your home is like letting someone into your inner self, really. So we were talking and we were like, you know, those relationships where you can literally have, like, your best friend will come over, right? And you can just sit with that person and you don't even have to be talking about nothing. Like, you guys can literally just sit in silence and you can do exactly what you would do if you were by yourself with that person and it doesn't feel weird or awkward. That's resonance right there. That's resonance. You want to know why? Because that person is resonating with your true home frequency. If somebody can sit with you in silence and you don't feel the need to, oh my God, I need to say something. Oh my God, this is awkward. Oh my God, like, I feel uncomfortable. If you're not thinking those thoughts, if you could just literally just chill with someone, you be on your computer doing your thing, they're doing their own thing. You're not even realizing that you're not talking to each other because you're so much in your home frequency that's not even crossing your mind, because essentially they are your home frequency. That's why it doesn't feel awkward with them. So it's like being with them is like being with yourself. See, that's resonance. Okay, guys, that's how you know. Like, I'm giving you guys little tips and hits and tricks on how to know when somebody's on resonance with you or not. So this needs to be the requirement for all relationships going forward. Friendships, relationships, business partnerships, group friendships, partnerships, whatever. That's how it needs to feel. If you feel uncomfortable, and the thing is this, it's like we've been so brainwashed in this culture that we feel like something is wrong with us if we feel uncomfortable. But it's not anything that's wrong with you. It's just you're not on resonance with them. That's it, and that's all. It doesn't need to be a bad thing. It doesn't mean you're socially awkward. It doesn't mean you're a weirdo. It just means that you're just not on resonance with them. Like, that's just not your tribe like that. And that's okay. It doesn't mean they're bad people. They're negative. They're this, that. It don't even need to go there. It just means that that's not your tribe like that. Like, you know, and that's okay. But I feel like right now with what we're going into, we're craving those types of connections and those types of relationships where, like I said, we could just be ourselves with them. You could say whatever crazy shit, alien shit that comes to your mind. You can communicate that to them and they're not going to be look like you're a weirdo. They're just going to be like, oh yeah, I was thinking about that same thing. You know what I mean? So it's like, they're like, yeah, I was thinking, yup. You know, it's we need to come into a place where we feel accepted. And this is the thing why I was saying a lot of us think that we are loners, but really we're not, because there's a lot more people out there like you than you think. And I keep telling you guys that, but it's for real. It's just like we're so much alike each other. Like, we're so much alike that we're like all kind of reserved people. You know what I mean? So it's like, now we need to put the call out, you know, for tribe to come in. So it was crazy, guys, because I had clairaudience 2 weeks ago. I was like coming out of a dream. I was waking up and I just kept hearing like, rally up the troops, rally up the troops, rally up the troops. And I was like, what? And I was thinking about it. I was like, oh, rally up the troops. Like, it's literally saying like, it's time for you to join forces with your tribe, with your people, you know? And then also we got to get rid of the judgment around who those people may be on the surface. Because a lot of us have these ideas in our mind too about who our tribe is, when you don't really know who your tribe is. We living in the masquerade party. Okay, we're in the masquerade. Everybody has masks on. We can't really see people's souls like that. So it's like, you may find out that your soul tribe is people that you didn't even think, like I said, you would ever connect with. So that's going to be another thing, is like being more open. That's that Aquarian energy. Being more focused on the connection than the other little shallow stuff, you know? Because we need these people. We need, you know what I mean? So mask off. Okay, fuck it, mask off, for real. Because that's another trick of this world. This is why they call it Maya, the illusion, because that's another trick. It's like the physical appearance will have you tricked too. Some people are so shallow, they won't even look at somebody that's not on physical cue with what they are used to connecting with. And that person could have been their best friend they ever had in their whole entire damn life. But they don't give that person a chance because they don't think that person doesn't look the way that they think that their friends should look. You know what I mean? So, you know, we're going to start growing out of that too. And just connecting with the people that feed our souls. And I was talking about the foreign energy because it was interesting, you guys. I was thinking about it. I was like, this is another difference between foreign and spiritual. I mean, not foreign, between physical and spiritual, right? So I was talking about on my story, the South Node being in Sagittarius, and how we're going to be getting rid of like this foreign energy. And I was thinking about it and I was like, the foreign people is not talking about foreign people like from another country, foreign people, but foreign people spiritually, like the people that you don't resonate with, the foreigners, the ones that are foreigners to your soul tribe. You see what I'm saying? So that's why with the North Node being in Gemini, it's going to be about connecting with those people too, that you have like a sister brother bond with, because that's that sibling energy. It's like, oh, you're like my sister. Oh, you're like my brother, like that brother sister connection, which is a really cool connection. And I was thinking about it and I was like, any like female that I've really been close with, I always call her my sister. Like, it's always, because I don't feel comfortable calling them my friends, because I'm like, no, we're more than friends. Like, you're like my sister. So I started calling them sis, like you're my sis, or you're my little sister if they're younger than me, big sis if they're older than me. And I was like, okay, so that's like that sibling energy where it's like you feel so close to someone. It's like they're sibling. So I feel like that's playing into the whole Gemini energy, the Gemini frequency. Yeah, the twin flames, the twin flames, and the soulmates and things like that. So making these genuine connections, you guys, and I just feel like this is going to enrich our lives so much. It's kind of like the missing pieces of the puzzle. It's like, even if you have your business stuff together, even if you have, and it doesn't matter if you're married or anything like that. It's like you can still have your tribe, even with being married. That shouldn't stop anything. Because I was talking to my friend and I was like, you know what my dream is like to be with my soulmate, and then also to like have my goddesses too. Because I was like, I need both of them. I feel, to feel fulfilled, because there's things in a romantic relationship that's very fulfilling that I feel like my girlfriends can't give me. But then there's something about my relationship with my goddesses that I feel like my romantic relationships can't give me. So I feel like we need both. we need to balance that out too, and like not forget about our friends and like, you know, that like-mindedness. I feel like we need both, you know, and I feel like that would really satisfy me. Like I remember, you know, when me and my best friend were like living together in LA, and I was like, it would just be so ideal if like I can just have my husband and then I can like have my best friend at the same time, and she can have her husband, and we can like all just like live together and just be happy like that. My eyelash is falling off, but we could just be happy like that. You know what I mean? Because I was like, I love them both, you know? Both are essential. Yes, Jania, it's like both, because there's something that both give you that the other one can't give you, because there's something about connection too. Like I said, because when I'm with my goddesses, we be on some spiritual shit. Like we be on some spiritual shit. We be talking about dreams. We be talking about intuition. We be talking about tarot readings. Like, and that is very intimate too. Like you can be intimate with more than just your significant other. You know what I mean? Intimacy is not just secluded to romance. Intimacy, you could be intimate with your friends too. And y'all, my eyelash is coming off and it's really irritating me. But yeah, you could be intimate with your friends too, because they feed your soul in another type of way. And remember what I told you guys about sex. I told you guys that sex is spiritual. So it's like you can have that intimate connection with your friends as well, and they can give you that, you know, that fulfillment. They bring out a different side of you. This is kind of like what relationships are about. They're mirrors. Like people show you different sides of yourself. That's 7th house. So it's like, and this is also why we need tribe, because being in certain people's energy fields will bring out a different side of you guys, because we're multidimensional. So that's why you may be a little bit different when you're with your man. Like you may be with your man, and that may bring out your kind of like sweet, cutesy, like innocent side. And then you're with your girlfriends, and that brings out a whole nother like fierce goddess side of yourself, right? Because we have multiple sides to us. And Jania, the 7 is seeing mirrors. Exactly. We did watch a video about that at the goddess retreat. Yeah, okay, so Jania said women need intimate relationships with other women. It's literally how magic and miracles are born into this life. Exactly. So what I was thinking of, guys, because I was talking about brotherhood and sisterhood, and this is what the Aquarius age is about, right? Hold on, you guys. Let me go fix my eyelash. Hold on, because it's pissing me off. Okay, you guys. So anyways, what I was saying was, so I was thinking about it because I'm like, I've been envisioning, you guys. I've been envisioning the new earth, like the tribe life, like exactly how things are going to go down. Because when I was thinking about men, right, and I was thinking about men being in relationships and stuff like that. And you know how men kind of have like, you know, they can have this, how do I want to call it? This, I don't want to say animalistic nature, But they have this side of them that I feel like they're not able to express when they're with their woman. So I was talking about men, and I was like, men need their little brotherhood, fraternity shit going on too, where it's like they're with their woman, but they need time to like go off and like go kick it with their bros and like talk about men stuff and like do men things. And I was like, maybe this is why like relationships are unbalanced too, because it's like we're not getting the chance to like go off and kind of step back into our natural energy, because it's like we're synergized all the time, but we're not getting a chance to go back to our source and be around our source and get like re-energized and then come back. You know what I mean? Because I feel like it's supposed to be a balance. That's another way that it's supposed to be a balance. Like balance plays out in a number of ways, you guys. It's not just a man and a woman being together or a masculine and feminine energy being together. It plays out in different ways too. And I feel like there needs to be that balance between, like I said, your goddesses or your kings, your queens, and then, you know, your relationship and your role as a mother and like all these other roles that we have. But I noticed that we don't put emphasis on like the brotherhood and the sisterhood. And I think that that is essential for bringing back a certain part of ourselves. Because we have, like I said, we have different sides of ourselves. It's like when you're kind of just with one person, you're kind of just expressing that mirror, right? But other people bring out different, like I said, reflections of you. So you see yourself differently in certain people's presence, because only that person can bring out a certain consciousness in you. So that's why I feel like with respect, we are supposed to, you know, have like those different Aquarian interactions with people so that we can discover different parts of ourselves. You know what I mean? Because it is a mirror. It is a mirror effect where it's like we're looking at ourselves, and certain people can bring, only that person can bring it out, because people have different vibrations. So only that person can bring it out. And then you have astrology and synastry as well, where certain people's planets spark certain planets within you, where the other people may not even touch that planet. So everything is very multidimensional. And so I think that's why this tribal energy is coming in right now, because it's like we're kind of seeing the multiple layers of ourselves and how, you know, being around different manifestations of ourselves allows us to express those energies. Yes, Jania, pay close attention to who shows up in your life. Yes. Our frequency called them in. Yeah, and sometimes when you do, another thing to note, sometimes when you do call somebody into your life that doesn't resonate with you, it's kind of to reflect back to you something that you're not resonating with within yourself. So maybe you're not resonating harmoniously within yourself, and that relationship came in to kind of show you that. You know what I'm saying? But then also what it should do, because relationships should cause you to reflect. That's one of the main points of relationships. I know they make you guys think that it's all about this romance stuff, but it's deeper than that. People are literally there as mirrors to show you what's within yourself. So it's supposed to cause you to reflect on some things that's going on within yourself. Okay. Trust the mirror that shows up. Exactly. Trust that mirror, and then start looking within yourself to see, now what the hell is going on here? Why did this show up in my life? You should always direct the attention back to yourself any damn ways with whatever goes on in your life. Hey, Jordan. But yeah, you guys, tribe life. So we're going to start stepping into this tribe life. And another thing about tribe life, though, is that it really tests you a lot. It tests you because you have all like these different eyes watching you, like all these different people with all these different perspectives. And it's like you're kind of not able to run away from yourself, because when you come into the Aquarian group-like consciousness, it's like what's going on with you is what's going on within the group. So it's like everybody has to talk about what's going on. And it's like you kind of can't be afraid to kind of like speak your mind and speak your truth. This is why Venus is going retrograde in Gemini. It's trying to teach us to speak our truth within these relationships. And like I said, be more transparent. You know what I'm saying? Because other people also may have the answers to your questions too. That's another reason why you want to be transparent with your tribe, because they may have the answers that you're looking for, you know, or they may have a certain perspective that you need. So, you know, the self-isolation, like I know we're kind of in self-isolation right now, but I feel like, I don't know, because a part of me is like, are they doing this social distancing crap because they know that we're getting ready to like meet in the flesh and like they don't want it to happen, so they're trying to keep us apart from each other? Or is this just the Saturn and Aquarius manifestation of social distancing? But I also think the social distancing can be distancing yourself away from the things that don't resonate with you. That too. So it has multiple meanings behind it. Hey, y'all just coming up in the building. Yeah, Blake. Aries, Libra axis, the self and the self through others. Exactly. Precisely. That's it. And everybody, like, they have like different parts of you within them. Like, it's just the people I've been coming across, I'm like, okay, I could see where that a certain part of me is manifesting that person. And I can also see how this other side of me is manifesting that person. So I can see that. So yeah, I just want you guys to get on cue with that. I wanted to get you guys prepared for a few transits here now. Let me see. Okay, so the North Node is going to enter Gemini on May 5th, you guys. So that's going to be a little change in the overall lessons and stuff that we're going to be learning. And then I'm wondering, since the North Node isn't going to be in Gemini anymore, if we're not going to be stuck inside anymore, because the North Node ain't in Cancer anymore. It's in Gemini. So it's like, can we get out? Can we get to traveling? Can we get to traveling within? But see, what it's probably going to be is us traveling within close proximity. It ain't going to be no long distance travel. Saturn goes retrograde May 11th. May 13th, Venus retrogrades in Gemini. So that's big. We just entered shadow too for the Venus retrograde. So Venus retrograde is from May 13th until June 25th. So it's over a month that Venus is going to be retrograde. So check where 21 degrees Gemini to 5 degrees Gemini is in your chart, and that's where Venus is going to be going retrograde. Now, keep in mind, Venus is value as well as what we value in life. It's what we like. It's what we're attracted to. So like I said, I think the sapiosexual vibes has entered the chat. Okay, like I said, it's going to be more about a mental connection. Like, you guys are not going to be interested in people that you can't talk to anymore. It's like, yeah, he's good looking. She's good looking. She has this and she has that. But I can't just talk to them about anything, though, that's on my mind. Because that's what Gemini is about. Gemini is the most free-flowing communication that you could possibly have. Gemini is like calling somebody because you've seen a cool bird flying outside your window and you're like, oh my God, I just saw this bird flying on the window. It's so cool. Da, 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 da. Like, just talking about literally anything that freaking comes to mind. So you're going to be looking like, am I able to just have free flowing conversation with this person? Like, how open do I feel with the people in my life that I have relationships with? And then sometimes it doesn't even have to be put on that person. Sometimes it could be your own insecurity why you feel like you can't communicate the way you want to communicate. So yeah, the free flow, exactly. The free flowing conversation is going to be something that, hey, instant ride play. The free flowing conversation is going to be something that we're going to be thinking about, and just like more of like the mental connection, because we're going to want to talk. We're going to want to connect. Connection is very, very important right now that we're in, you guys. It's not based off of Saturn squaring Scorpio is not based off the sex anymore. The sex is not doing it. People are tired of sex. Like, not in the like basic sense, but like they're tired of that being the only reason. Okay, so it's not based off that. It's not based off the seduction and all that crap. It's not based off of Taurus, because Saturn's squaring Taurus and Uranus is in Taurus. So it's not going to be based off the material anymore. The material is cool, but that's not going to be the thing that's going to be keeping you in situations anymore. It's just not going to be enough. It's going to be like, this is nice. Yeah, I love it. But I'm not going to sell my soul for it. Like, hold on. Because we don't even have no real connection. You see what I mean? Boom. So then Saturn's going to be opposing Leo as well. So it's not going to be about the ego and how you look with a certain people, getting with people off their looks because they look good, they're pretty, they dress nice, da 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 da. It's not going to be about that anymore either. So it's like all the superficial parts of relating are going to start dying. That in a nutshell is what I'm trying to tell you guys. The superficial part of relating is going to die. Relationships are going to be based more on resonance, who you really connect with on a mental level, who you can talk to, and it's going to be based on like those people that can crack your mind open too, because that's that Aquarius energy. Like I said, the people that can give you epiphanies, the people that can blast you into the next dimension, those are going to be the people that's going to be valuable now. It's going to be like, yeah, no, I'm looking for something. I'm looking for some alien shit. Like I need something out of the ordinary. I need something out of this dimension. Like I'm tired of this basic stuff. Like it's just not. Because if you think about it, all that stuff satisfies us, but it only satisfies us for so long, right? You having good sex with somebody is cool, but it's like, it satisfies you, but then it's like, okay, the other parts of the relationship though just are not there. Because a lot of people get with people or stay in situationships with people based off of sex. Just point blank into the period. And I'm a Plutonian person, so yeah, I know. But it's like that's like I'm getting turned off, honestly, by like Scorpio stuff, especially when it comes to relationships. I'm just like, I don't care anymore. I don't care. Okay, like it's cool, it's nice, but that you aren't gonna lure me with that anymore. Like that ain't gonna work no more. That's what I was saying about the girls that was twerking on Instagram and stuff. Like people's not interested. Have you guys seen the comments that they leave now? They're like, okay, can you do anything else? Like, can you speak? Can you give us some intelligent information? Can you talk about like, you know, stuff that's going on in the world? Like, can you talk about some political shit? Like, or can you know what I mean? Can you intellectualize yourself? You know, that's more so what we're looking for, you guys. And we're not impressed by the material anymore either. Like, we're really not impressed by that, especially with Uranus being in Taurus. It's just going to be like, okay, like that's cool and that's nice. But it's like, I'm not willing to sell my soul for it though. That's the thing. It's like, it's cool, but it's just not enough anymore. And then, like I said, just because people got clout, the clout's not going to be enough anymore with the Leo energy. It's just going to be like, the clout's not going to cut it, dude. It's just really going to be about the connection, for real, which is what relationships should be about anyways, is the connection, the air energy, the connection you have with someone. Because the connection is what is really going to keep that person tied to you. At least water energy will keep somebody tied to you too, but not the Scorpio side of it, which is like the sexual connection. It's not. And you guys have seen this. Have you guys not seen this play out? It's like people think because they're doing acrobatics in the bedroom that that's going to keep somebody with them. And you clearly see that it doesn't keep them. All right. So it's like the connection, because the thing is that the reason why the connection is most important, because when that person is out of your presence, you're still connected to that person. You guys still have like that, you know, that conversation between you guys. It's like exciting and fun, and it's electric. That's Aquarian energy, is electric. It's electrifying. You know what I mean? It energizes you. That's why I keep talking about it gives you energy. It's like it puts you on another frequency. And that's what's going to be more appealing going forward, you guys, is the energizing factor. This person's blowing your mind to smithereens. They're opening you up. They're like, they got you thinking different. They got you thinking different than you ever thought before. You know, that's going to be what's going to be attractive now. So what somebody was putting in the chat, sapiosexual, yeah, the sapiosexual vibes has entered the chat, honey. Okay? And it's going to be based off of less superficial, you guys. Like, people, you may not see it right now, but over the course of this transit, you're going to see that people are going to stop dating people based off of, like I said, their looks, their money, stuff like that. They're not going to date people based off that anymore. They're not, because the question is going to be, is that all you can do? Like, you know, is that all you have to offer? Yep. Aquarius is freedom at its best. Be yourself without fear. Exactly. And who can you be your weirdo self around? Like I said, with the Aquarius alien vibes, it's like, who can you be your weirdo self? Like, if you can't be with somebody and be watching alien documentaries in the house with them, and they're not looking at you like you're crazy, or, you know, you want to talk about conspiracy theories or whatever, and the person's not like looking at you like you're, you know, an idiot or whatever. It's like somebody that you can really like just be yourself with, and you can like engage in like all of your little alternative lifestyle shit with them. You know what I mean? The alternative lifestyle, because the alternative lifestyle is becoming more and more popular. So it's got to be people that's okay with your alternative lifestyle. Like, you know, being with someone, my last boyfriend was the first like guy I was with that like knew I did tarot, and he knew I was an astrologer, and he knew I was like into all this spiritual stuff, and it didn't freak him out, or he didn't think it was crazy. Like, he was cool with it. He was like, yeah, you're psychic, because he was psychic too. But it's like, and that's another thing, like connecting with people that share the same psychic gifts as you and stuff like that as well, because people are going to start becoming more aware of their psychic gifts too going forward. I have Aquarius in the 4th too, Jordan Drones. I have Jupiter and freaking Aquarius in the 4th. So you know that's tribe right there. That's family and friends, like the merging of the two. So yeah, here for the weirdos. Look, the weirdos are going to be the ones that are going to be more attractive coming up. I'm telling you guys, and it's not weirdo. I don't want to say weirdos because they're not weird. They're just unique. Like, uniqueness is going to be the new standard of beauty. That's another thing I wanted to tell you guys. That's going to be the new standards of beauty, you guys, because Uranus is in Taurus. Okay. What we value is changing, and our standards of beauty is changing. Let me tell you guys, like, I think that like a more tribal look is going to start coming into being. With beauty is going to be associated with a more tribal look. Like, you're going to start seeing people wearing face paint, like the little white dots and stuff like that, and like jewels on their face, and like dressing hella crazy, like having hella jewels on, like crazy hairstyles and stuff. You're going to start seeing beauty is going to turn into uniqueness. Like, you're going to see people and you're going to be like, damn, that person's one of a kind. Like, I've never seen somebody that looked like them before. And they're just going to be on like their own vibration, and it's just going to be like something fresh. You're like, ooh, I ain't never seen that. That's a unique style. Like, whoa. And that's what's going to be attractive. The people that's bringing out their uniqueness. And then it's going to be like, what's unique is going to be like, what's the bomb? Not the carbon copy, everybody wearing their hair the same, everybody dressing the same, everybody doing their makeup the same. That's not going to be the wave anymore. You're just going to be seen as regular. It don't matter if you have on designer. None of that shit's going to matter. You're just going to be looking like a carbon copy of everybody else. People aren't going to be into that anymore. They're going to be into like the new standards of beauty, which is going to be very, very unique. And like, people are going to be coming up with their own like little looks and styles and stuff that nobody's ever seen before. And people are just going to be blown away by it. Like, wow, you know? And so it's going to turn into, and this is why you guys need to tap into your uniqueness, because everybody has a uniqueness about themselves that's very, very beautiful. Well, that's what makes someone beautiful, right? Their uniqueness. And so you kind of need to start tapping into, that's why I said tapping into your inner alien. Like, you know, like really going there with yourself and experimenting with your look, okay? Because Aquarius is that experimentation. That's Uranus and Taurus. So like experimenting with like your look, and then people are just going to start coming out with like new looks and stuff like that. And then these like hairstyles, like I'm seeing it so clearly in my mind right now. It's like these hairstyles and stuff, they're going to start becoming like the new standard of beauty. That's what it's going to. And I'm just seeing like face paint. Like, I don't know why I'm getting like the face paint thing is about to really come in like tough. The face paint thing and like the hairstyles. I'm just seeing like a lot of like really unique hairstyles and stuff. So yeah, that's, I can't wait. Yep. Because it's going to become like attraction too. It's going to be based off of like, you know, when you meet somebody and it's like, they're so unique and it's like, you never met anybody like them. Like you never seen anybody like them in your life. To me, that's value. Like, that's what I value in someone. Cause I'm like, wow, like I'm never going to meet anybody like you. Like you're so unique and different. And it's just like, there's only like one of you. You know what I mean? Like that type of vibe where it's just like, damn, like you want to freaking be with somebody or be around somebody because they're just, their vibration is just so out of this world. Like it's just something you never seen or felt before. So it's like, you want to hold on to that person. That person is value to you because you're just like, I'm never going to meet anybody like you. Like there's nobody like you. You know, if you have people tell you that there's nobody like you, that is true value right there, because it's like you found some type of treasure and there's only one of them in the entire world and you have it. You know what I mean? It's like that type of thing. That's Uranus and Taurus. So I'm like so excited, you guys. Like I'm so excited for this energy because I feel like this is the way that it was supposed to be from the beginning, you know? So I feel like everything is being put back right where it's supposed to be, you guys. Even if it looks scary, there may be some things that happen along the way which may be frightening or scary, but I believe that we're getting put right where we are supposed to be, and these are the vibes we've been waiting for. This is what we've been waiting for. It's like everything that we like never thought was gonna happen or that we were gonna have, we're gonna have. You know what I mean? It's amazing. It's literally heaven on earth, for real, if you really think about it. Because all we really wanted was for everybody to go back to their authentic selves, because only then can we have true connections if everybody goes back to their authentic selves. So it's not going to matter what you did before or whatever you lost in the sauce. It's just like, you just go back to authenticity and then we're just going to connect from there. Finally, exactly. It's like a breath of freaking fresh air. And we're just going to do the damn thing and like create our own family tribe life and just live free and like celebrate and have our festivals again and have our new moon, full moon rituals again and like manifest together and dress up. Like I said, do our tribal thing, wear our tribal gear, celebrate, have rites of passage, because that's a huge thing that we don't do anymore. Have the rites of passage. I feel like things like marriage and things like that are going to become more spiritual. So it's not going to be something that's going to go through the system. It's going to be more of like a spiritual tribal thing, you know, like getting married within the tribe or whatever, a spiritual union. It's probably not even going to be called marriage. Like it's just going to be like a spiritual union or whatever. And you know, I just see it like it's being built now. So it's like what you guys are giving your energy to right now, just try to give your energy to the new earth. Like Just start creating it in your mind, because we're all creators. So just start envisioning it. Visualization is like the most powerful thing. That's how I create everything that I get, is through visualization. So just start visualizing it, you know, daydreaming about it, whatever. Just, you know, see it in your mind's eye, like how you want it to look, how you want it to feel. And then like we're all doing the same thing. So it's like a collective dream that we're building together. And it'll come. It'll come faster than we think. Yes, Kaichel, marriage based on authenticity rather than a contract. Exactly. It will be definitely more spiritual based and stuff like that. More of a spiritual union. Yeah, exactly. Well, with the system stuff falling, there's not going to be any more of that marriage contract shit going through the government anyways. It's going to be regulated by the people. Like, that's with spiritual unions. And the crazy thing about it, I know people think that like relationships probably won't be like enforced that way, but I think they'll actually be more solid if it's done that way rather than done through the system. I feel like it'll be more authentic, it'll be more solid. And then when people want to break up, they'll just do conscious uncoupling. That's what they call it, conscious uncoupling, where it's like you just consciously make a decision. Like I said, you know, our vibrations have evolved often into two different places, and I just think the vibrational gap between you and I is a little bit too wide. So, you know, we're just gonna agree to consciously uncouple and, you know, go where our vibration serves us. And that's it, and that's all. It doesn't need to be ugly and ratchet and fighting and all this other stuff. It don't need to be that. But it is going to be based off of authenticity for sure. It's going to be based off authenticity. So, yeah, Kaichel said the virus has already broken up a lot of inauthentic relationships. Yeah, I have seen that happen. But it's like anything that's superficial right now or not real is going to be falling, you know, to make way for the, like I said, for the new earth. The new earth is coming through. It's coming the fuck through. I was gonna pull some cards. Do you guys want me to pull some cards? I was gonna pull some cards about the this Saturn in Aquarius. This Saturn in Aquarius transit, or just like the tribe transit, the tribe energy. Okay, you guys ready? Okay, let's go. Let's just see, like, what do we need to be in preparation for to merge with our tribes and like find our soul family and start building these nations and these tribes that we're going to build together. Multiple tribes, right? Oh, shoot. Dropped one. Okay. Pull them cards. Okay, tribe life, Saturn, Aquarius. I love this deck. It's like one of my favorite decks. Yes, you will meet your soul family. Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairy. You will meet your soul family, honey. You're going to resonate right into their existence. And you don't have to worry about meeting them and pushing too hard. Don't ever push too hard, because that's how you're going to get into the wrong relationship. Don't push too hard. Just let spirit just resonate you right where you're supposed to be. All right, here we go. We're about to pull this. I had to shuffle good. Trapped. See? This is the Trapped card. Okay. So we got Trapped. What else do we got? Tell us a story here. Tell us a story. Trapped, number 37. Mirroring. I love this card. Okay. Ooh, you know what that's saying to me? I feel like we were trapped in a lot of these relationships because we were like mirroring each other. It's like we were feeling trapped in these relationships because we were mirroring each other's pain. It's like we were mirroring each other's lower self. And that has to deal with codependency. I wouldn't be surprised if it came up. Let me see. Like, it's almost like mirroring each other's childhood pains and like wounds and like our fears and stuff like that. That's the reason why people are staying in these situations that they don't want to be in, because it's like you're mirroring each other's childhood like wounds and stuff like that, and all that dark stuff within you. You guys just kind of like feed off of each other. And see, this is why the solitude card came up, because it's like you need to learn to like be at peace and at one with yourself first before you can be that with another person or be that with another person, which we already talked about that, like that silent energy of being able, like when you're really in resonance with someone, you're able to just be in the silence with them. And it doesn't feel like you're in the silence with them. That's oneness, you know what I mean? That's oneness right there. That's really oneness. Wow, that just came to me right now. When you can sit with another person in silence and not feel a difference in energy, that's oneness. Wow, that's deep. And then imagine doing that with multiple people, like doing that with the group. Imagine being with a group and it feels like you're alone with yourself. Like there's no difference. You don't feel like you're in a group of people. You just feel like you're with yourself. Ooh, that's deep, y'all. That's mad deep. Because a lot of you guys, okay, let me see. With the solitude, okay, damn it. This is the reason why elevation requires separation, you guys. We got the solitude card and we got the wild card, because you guys are unique. You guys are different. You guys don't fit in with these people. You don't fit in with them. You're too unique for them. See, that's what I was talking about with that Aquarius energy of being unique. Hold on. That's what I was talking about. You don't fit inside a box, you guys. Stop trying to put yourself inside of a box. You're different. There's something different about you. And you know that because you've been feeling it your whole entire life. And you know what else that you were doing? God damn it. You know what else you were doing? You were freaking being friends and cool with these people and then mirroring their actions. So you was acting how they act and not acting on frequency with yourself, because you were trying to mirror their actions and trying to be like them. And then you were trapped in a repetitive cycle. God damn it. Then that's why you went into solitude and was like, yo, I'm not fucking with nobody. I'm turning into a lone wolf. Because you recognized that you're a wild card. You're not like these other people. There's something different about you, boo. You got a unique vibration. You're not like, you got to accept your uniqueness. This is what this Aquarius is about, us accepting that we're different. And being different doesn't mean we're better, but it's just like there's something unique about us. Like our vibration is a little bit, it's off kilter from the normal vibes. What did I just say? Oh my God. Look. Know your worth and boundaries, guys. Told you guys to stop putting your energy into this. I told you guys. And not feeling guilty for putting up your boundaries. Do not feel guilty for putting up your boundaries, you guys. Do not. Because you guys want to know what this wild card energy is about. It's almost like you're like a rare jewel, or it's like you're like a star or something like that. And this is why the boundaries card is here, because me and my friend were talking about Saturn and the rings around Saturn. And we're like, the reason why there's rings around Saturn is because Saturn's energy is restricted from other people, because like I said, that's demonstrating your uniqueness. This is why Saturn is the original ruler of Aquarius too, because it's like, when you're unique and you're like a star in a sense, you have to have security around yourself. Like you have to protect yourself from like outside sources and stuff like that, because you're unique. You're one of a kind. It's like you're a rare jewel. You have a high value on yourself. Okay. So you just can't be going around here just sharing, just giving it all away to everybody. You can't be going around here having spiritual sex with everybody. And you guys know I told you guys about spiritual sex. But you know what? Oh my God, I pulled the grief and sadness card. People are not going to be happy about this. They don't want to let you go. Oh my goodness. Because you give something to them. But it's like, it's almost like you give them life. But, and see, this is the pulling on your energy and all that BS they be doing. Like, oh, I'm so sad. Oh my God. Whenever you pull away and you go into your solitude, because this is under the solitude card, they go into grief and sadness, because it's almost like you give them life. You see how this rose is dying? You give people life, you guys. I'm telling you, this is that real water bearer shit. You give people life. You got to know how to play your cards right, though, because we do got the chess card with the patience. So you got to know how to play your cards right. This is such a sticky situation. It's very, very freaking sticky, y'all. It's not something that's cut and dry. These people want to hold on to you. Oh my God, they want to hold on to you. They don't want you to separate because you give them life. It's almost like you're their light source or some shit like that. You know what I mean? You give them life, so it's like that's the reason why they don't want to separate from you. But it's like they need to find their own life source. It's like we can be an inspiration to people to be like, hey, you can do this too, but I just can't give you my energy anymore. Like I just can't do that because I just can't do that, because I know my worth and I know that I'm a wild card and I know that I just can't be giving away my energy like that. Ratchet divorce. This is from the, this is talking about the past. It's definitely talking about the past. It's talking about, like, it's crazy because when I'm looking at this chess piece card, it's talking about like all the shit you guys have had to go through to like get out of these scenarios. Like you had to play chess, literally. Like you had to move a few steps up and then take a few steps back and then take a few steps to the left and then a few steps to the right. Like you had to play it freaking strategic, because it's like these people was acting like they was gonna die without you. I know I've dealt with this a lot. I've dealt with this a lot in my life. As soon as you want to put up your boundaries, see, that's what I'm saying. It's like it's like you can't even put up your boundaries without the guilt coming. Here comes the guilt, grief and sadness. Oh my God. Da, 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 da. Oh my God, bro. To the point where we got to play chess just to break free. That's sad. That is so sad. We got to play chess just to break free. We got to tiptoe up out of there, but we got to make sure if they get a peep that we leaving, then we got to take a few steps back because we're like, God damn it, they're on to us. This is a goddamn shame, yo. The fucking parasites, they just do not want to freaking let go. But I told you guys why they don't want to let go, because you're their light source. It's honestly kind of sad. It's honestly kind of sad because you bring them a lot of happiness. It's like, this is the euphoria card. You're a star. See what I'm saying? You're a light source. That's why I keep saying that you guys are stars. You guys are light source. What do things do when they see the light source? They all come toward the light, and they all like congelate around the light and stuff like that. Because you bring this star quality into people's lives. You guys have star quality, for real. Not only do you guys have star quality, but you guys are also the wild card. So it's like you guys are very, very unique. So it's like you're unique and you're a star. You know what I mean? It's like, damn. But can't nobody own you, though. That's what I'm saying. It's like, you can't own me. That's what I was saying the other day to my friend. I was talking about something, and I was like, people, like, you can't own me. Like, you can't. Like, the only thing I can do is like radiate this light out to you, and you just need to be appreciative that I'm radiating it out to you. But don't try to own me. Don't try to control me. You know what I mean? And the real people that's really your true tribe, they're not going to try to control your light. You feel me? They're going to uplift your light. They're going to make your light brighter. They're not going to try to suck on your light and try to, like, you know, control your light and keep it for themselves, because that's not right. And then also, it's kind of like, you know, we're supposed to be taking this energy and like spreading it to the world. This energy is not supposed to be owned by one person. We're supposed to be taking this energy and giving it to the world, giving it to the tribe. You know what I mean? But people, see, this is that parasitic stuff. It's like they don't want us to give it to the world. They want us to stay trapped within so they can own the light source. This is some real like Matrix type shit. Like, real talk, that's really what it is. It's like some Matrix type shit. Because it's like, it's really like some, this is like some Predator type shit. You know what I mean? Trying to control the light. Yep. Trying to control the light. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? And that's why we never felt right. We never felt right in the process. It's like, this, why do I feel so drained? Because they're trying to drain your light source from you. That's what they're trying to do. And you feel it subconsciously. You know it subconsciously, but it's like the surface level of it is like making you question yourself. Like, oh, no, this person is a nice person. Or maybe I shouldn't put any boundaries up because this is going to make this person so sad and da-da-da-da-da. But it's like, you need to know your worth. That's why the Know Your Worth card came out. It's like, you need to know who you are. Like, a lot of you don't even know who you are, like on a spiritual level, of having so much light and so much glow and so much, you know, unique, exotic energy. It's like you're exotic, you know? And everybody wants to catch or something exotic. You guys know exotic pets and stuff like that. People want to own it. They want to own it for themselves, but that's not right because it's supposed to roam free. Like, when I've been looking into the whole Tiger King thing and like owning these cats and stuff like that, and they're in cages and shit. And I'm like, this ain't right. You know, there'll only be one of them in the entire world. Like, maybe they got some unique stripes or something like that. And then what's the first thing they want to fucking go do? Go lock it up in a cage, go put it in a zoo and something like that. They want to own your uniqueness. Okay, that's the best way to put it. They want to own your uniqueness. But that tiger is supposed to be out there running in the wild. That tiger is supposed to be running in the jungle. It's supposed to be free for everybody to marvel at. It's not just for you to marvel at every day. Like, that's not right. We're supposed to be free. You know what I mean? We are supposed to be free. That's crazy to me because it's like, we don't really think about it like that. We think of a lot of things in terms of ownership, but we don't think about like, you know, ourselves running free and just the amount of people that want to own our energy. And I've been fighting back against that lately. Like, I've been fighting back a lot against that because I'm like, no, you're not about to keep me in a cage, you know, and make me feel guilty and all this other stuff because I want to do what I want to do and when I want to do it. Somebody that's really from my tribe is going to understand that about me. They're not going to try to take ownership of me and keep me trapped and shit. Take it out of its natural environment. Yes, Stan. Yes, Stan. Take you out of your natural habitat. You know what I mean? Because, and it's sad, it is sad, Jania, because it's like the reason why they want to do that is because they don't have no life source of their own. So it is really sad because it's like the only way for them to get it is to get it from you. But that's something you got to take that up with yourself. Like you got to work on yourself to get to that place. Like you just may be a small star. And I may be a big star, but it don't mean that you can't grow into that. You know what I mean? But you got to work on yourself in order to increase your light source. You should be trying to increase your own light source, not trying to steal from other people's light source. And that's what a lot of people are trying to do. They're trying to latch on and trying to feed off your light. That's what they're trying to do. But the real star clusters that's for you, they're going to shine with you. They're not going to try to drain you of your light source. They're going to shine right alongside with you. And some people may be a little bit dimmer than others, but it does not matter. Everybody shines their light just the same because we really are stars. Like I've been thinking about like the as above, so below, and how the stars up above is literally like that's showing us our energy. And it's like I said, some stars are super bright and you can see them. And then some are just dim and they're, you know, stars have lifespans too. So they have different times of their life, you know, smaller stars, larger stars, older stars, different color stars, things like that. But parasites, they're dark and they don't have no light of their own. So they're on the search, okay, through the starry skies for the light sources. So they can go and they can steal them, okay, or they can suck on them. So that's exactly what's happening down here on Earth. As above, so below. Why do you think they say that, you guys? For real, for real. And then the stars that shine bright, they just be wanting to like sabotage them and like step in front of them so that other people can't see their light. So they want to like, what do you call it? They want to eclipse your light. Like they want to come in front of your light and like stand in front of your light so other people can't see your light. You see what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of trickery. There's a lot of freaking trickery going on. That's true. Yeah, because a lot of the times with the celebrities, it's like that's the fake light because they got to do all this stuff to get the light. They got to go get their face done, their body done. They got to get expensive wardrobe. They got to do all this stuff, expensive makeup, all that stuff just to be the light. And it's an illusion at that because that ain't really who they are. The real stars don't even have to do that. It's like, you know, we attract just regular, degular, like it don't even matter because it's coming from the soul anyway. It's not coming from our outer appearance. It's our light source that we have, that people are attracted to it. They want to get to know us, Like the real stars aren't even famous right now. They aren't, but they're on the come up and you may be one of them. You may be one of them. They're in hiding right now. But there's going to be an unveiling soon, which is you're going to see who the real stars are because the real stars don't have to try to shine. How is a star going to try to shine? You just shine because that's your natural essence. So you don't got to go put on the blinders and go put on the mask and do all this and create all these optical illusions, music videos, all this stuff just to look like you're the light. When you're the light, you're just the freaking light. And you can tell by the effect that you have on other people. You just have this effect on people. And they're just like, oh my God, you know, you're life-changing and you're so inspiring and all of that stuff. No. Y'all are so funny. Real full-fledged weirdos on demand. But yeah, and now you guys know why Saturn got them rings around it. You know what I mean? People want to talk about Saturn having a ring. Saturn's protecting its light, okay? Saturn's like, no, you're not coming past here until you prove to me that you're worthy of stepping into my energetic field. Just don't nobody get into Saturn's energetic field. You got to prove yourself before you gain access behind these rings. Sorry to say, they be dead on the inside, right, Jenny? And so they need somebody to give them life. Like I said, revive them, revival. And then you can really tell, let me tell you, this is how you know that you give people life. Because, and this happens to me all the time, but you'll know because it's like when you're in this person's life, their life will be popping. Like they'll be getting all types of opportunities, or they'll just be getting more recognition, more shine, right? And then as soon as you're not in this person's life, it's like they disappear, or it's like their life just goes back to being regular degular. That's how you know that you're the energy source. Because if that person can't shine on their own without you, then that's how you know that you was giving them life. You see what I'm saying? And then these are the type of things that you should value within yourself, the ability to give somebody life. This is why Isis was called the Lady of Life. She was called the Lady of Resurrection, because she resurrected people's souls. When she was around and she was in people's lives, their souls freaking came alive, like they were on fire, like she sparked things in people. And she actually created more stars. See, because when you come around somebody and you spark their soul on fire, then that's like you creating the flame. That's like you for creating the star, like birthing the star, essentially, is what you're doing. And then you give people their own light. You don't need to take from them. You're like, hey, I got more light to spare. Like, here, you can have a little bit. But you got to sustain that shit while I'm out. When I leave, you got to be able to sustain that, or you're going to burn out. And that's not on me. Sorry. You see what I'm saying? So the whole stars thing, that correlates. That really freaking correlates. And then I also think, like, you know how when stars become so like big on Earth, like they accumulate so much energy and then they'll just like die, right? And that's, I feel like that has to deal something with like stars burning out or something like that. Like, you know how stars burn out or they implode on themselves because they gain so much momentum and energy. And then they'll like just implode into another dimension. Like, it's crazy. But you really, if you study the stars, you really will start to see like the correspondence between what's going on in the stars and like how that corresponds with human beings. It's the same exact thing. Exactly, divine goddess. She said they want to keep you around because you are a good look for them, but it's never them being a good look for you. Equal energy exchange, guys. When somebody's not giving you back the same energy that you're giving them, that's when you know it's time to leave. It should always be an equal balance. Like I said, the water bearer, they're pouring into your cup, you're pouring into theirs. You feel full after leaving them. They feel full after leaving you. That's the way it's supposed to be. Not they feel full after leaving you and you damn they're dead from being drained from your damn essential energy. And you got to freaking rest for a day, a whole day. You got to go into no contact mode because this person then drained your energy so much, you can't even interact with people. When it gets that bad, that's when you know it's time to go. And you don't need to have no excuse for it either. That's another thing. People always feel like they got to give explanations and stuff. When somebody's draining your energy, you do not have to give any explanation for why you are exiting that situation. The abuse of draining your energy is enough. If they cannot figure it out, then that's on them. You do not need to make yourself susceptible to that energy anymore. Like this happened to me the other day at the grocery store, last night, as a matter of fact. I was in the grocery store and I just asked this girl a simple question. I was like, where are the wipes at? I was like, I just need to know where the wipes at. So then she just starts talking and like, she just starts talking about something that doesn't even have to deal with the wipes. She's talking about shipment and when it's supposed to come in and or what time in the morning it comes in and this and this and that. And then she started talking about some different cleaning supplies. It was like a bunch of stuff that had nothing to do with what I asked her. So she like started like tugging on my energy and she was just talking and talking and talking. And I'm like, I literally just walked away, guys. Like I was just done. I was like, okay, thank you. And I just left. Because I'm not going to be responsible for your energy anymore. Like I'm just not going to care. Because to me, that's borderline abuse. Okay, I'm sorry. Yes, you guys can say I'm being dramatic, but that's abuse right there. Because if somebody is just sitting there freaking draining, like they're just talking to you and talking to you and talking to you, I have not said a word to you. I have not given you any energy back. You're just throwing energy at me. That's abuse. That's energetic abuse. And I'm not going to take it. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to turn and walk away. I'm not even going to give you an explanation. I'm just I'm just gone. Like, and I don't care no more because you're not going to drain me of my energy. Okay? Don't even give him an explanation because it's like, nah, you're not giving me no courtesy. You don't care that I don't have time to talk right now. Like, you don't even care that, like, if I'm on a time schedule and I need to be somewhere and I got things to do, you don't care about my time. So I'm not going to care about yours. Bye. Bye. See ya. And that's it. And that's all. So we're just going to have to start turning around and walking away, you guys. Like, that's just how we're going to have to do it. We're just going to have to start turning around and just walking away. That's it. And that's all. Okay. We're going to be on our Saturn shit now. The boundaries card came up for a reason. We're going to be on our Saturn shit now, where it's just like, we're just going to start putting up boundaries and keeping it pushing. That's it. And that's all. You know what I'm saying? Social distancing for real. Like, because at this point, you're being disrespectful. And it's energetic abuse. Yeah, it's energetically disrespectful to do that, to drain somebody's energy. And this is to the people that don't know. All right. You need to be aware of equal energy exchange. Okay. If you are constantly giving energy to somebody or dumping energy on somebody, and they are not giving you any energy in return, you need to leave that person alone. Okay. They're not interested. That's it. First few times, it may just be that person's busy or that person has something going on. You know, it is not the first few times, but it's like, if you are giving like 1,000% energy and that person's giving you 5% energy, you need to understand that's not a balanced situation. Okay. Because some people just don't know. Like, they don't take a hint. It's like, yeah, whoever it is. It don't matter if it's your family, whatever. Like, you don't need to be that rude to your mom. But I'm just saying, like, it's just, especially when we dealt with it our whole lives. It's like, it's just to the point where I just can't tolerate it anymore. I'm just like, look, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not abusing myself anymore. Like, I just can't take this. Because I'm going to be drained and it's going to take me 2 days to get back to my regular energy. And I just can't afford that right now with everything going on. I can't afford, because energy is currency. Energy is currency. I can't afford to give you any more energy. I'm energetically bankrupt at this point. Okay. You didn't withdrew all funds from my account. Okay. Like, I should sue you at this point. Okay. Stop. Just stop. Exactly, Bobby. Bobby said, if we're on the phone and you're talking at me without me saying a word, I'm socially distancing myself from you. Exactly. Social distancing is playing a way bigger role than what we think, you guys. The social distancing is a must right now, okay? From the energy vamps. We have to social distance from them, because they're just not getting the clue. They're just not getting the hint. And, you know, I know it's a sad situation on their part, but there's too much information out here for folks not to know what they're doing anymore. And, you know, if you don't self-reflect, you got to self-reflect on your actions and things that you do, man. You do. You have to be aware of, like, other people's energy. Because narcissists are only aware of their energy. They're not aware of other people's energy. They're only aware of their energy field. They're not aware of what your energy is doing. It does not matter. It's irrelevant to them. They don't even sense or see your energy. It's just all they see is their energy field and their desires and their wants and what they want to talk about. You're like an object. You're just like a freaking object. You're not a person. You don't have feelings. You're just a freaking object that they're talking at, giving their energy to, and you're just supposed to sit there like a prop and just be quiet and just fucking be on the receiving end of their BS. Yep. Okay. I'm sorry. So it's like, oh my gosh. And that's how you know too that you love yourself, because if you love yourself and you're giving your energy to someone who's not giving you energy back, like you can't love yourself in that situation because you're like, I'm not getting no value out of this person. Like there's nothing in this for me. You know, like I'm not getting my cup poured back into. I'm just pouring all my BS on this person. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't understand the logic behind it. Tanya, if you're in a profession that's draining your energy, I don't know. It depends on what your talents are, like what you can do to get out of it, you know? But you got to try to get out of it because that's not good. I know what it's like to be in jobs that drain your energy. So it's really not good at all. Yeah, take ownership of your life and take ownership of your energy. You are not responsible for other people's energy. You are only responsible for your energy, unless it's your child or something like that. Then you're responsible for their energy until they're 18. But you are not responsible for other people's energy. You know what I mean? So that's another thing. People need to own their own energy and their own power. You know what I mean? So we want to be around people that are equally empowered, you know, and power shows up in different ways. Being empowered doesn't mean you're a loudmouth and you're attention seeking and you're like this extra person, you know. Power can be silent power. You know, you don't have to say a word to be in your power, but we're only having relationships with people that are equally empowered all 2020 and beyond, okay? Like people that just freaking make us happy, make us think different, and, you know, bring those epiphanies into our lives and push us to be great, compliment us. And even when they have to tell us that we're wrong, they're not telling us in a nasty way. You know, just people that are respectful. Where are the respectful people at? Because respect is huge. I'm huge on respect because I'm a Capricorn moon. So respectful people. Yeah, Bobby. Silent power is the most powerful. Yeah. Okay, so lastly, you guys, getting into, okay, Mars and Aries. Now, Mars enters Aries June 27th, y'all. Right before July. And then there is a full moon lunar eclipse in Capricorn at 13 degrees on July 5th, the last Capricorn eclipse. So yeah, June, I've been telling you guys June is going to be crazy because Venus is going to be retrograde during most of June. Then Mars is going to go into Aries. Then we have an eclipse in Capricorn. So Mars is going to be in the Aries. Mars is going to square that eclipse too in Capricorn, y'all. Oh yeah, so that's the last thing I wanted to say to you guys, to get prepared for the Aries energy, okay, guys? The Aries energy, no more laziness, okay? Mars is going to be in Aries for the rest of 2020, so no more laziness, okay? We're going to have to get on top of it. We're going to have to get that work done. Life is going to start moving very, very fast, you guys. In the summertime, like things is about to start popping off back to back to back to back to back. Like we're not going to have time to catch our breath. Everything's just about to be popping left and right. It's going to be like fireworks everywhere. All right, guys. So Mars and Aries, we're going to have to start doing it, moving. And we're going to have to learn to start taking action, you guys. Like, if we ain't going to have time to think, okay, where the Aries at in the building? The Aries generals, the 5-star general Aries, we need you guys on deck for the Mars and Aries transit. You know what I'm saying? Because we're going to just start having to, like, I'm thinking like summertime. I've been telling you guys, I think stuff is about to get crazy in the summertime. And I think we're going to have to be making some abrupt moves, you guys. We're just going to have to be doing it, moving. You just going to have to be flying on the plane, jumping in your car, going driving, meeting this person, meeting that person. Like, who knows? We might be building this tribe sooner than we think. Everybody got to jump in Mars and Aries. We got to get to moving. Okay. Mars and Aries acts first, thinks later. Okay. Aries acts off impulse. So you can't be scared. All right. You guys can't be scared. All y'all that be scared to get that action popping. Ain't gonna be no more of that. And I'm really gonna be suffering because I'm Mars in Cancer. So I'm gonna be suffering. I need my Aries in the building, yo. I need my damn Aries in the damn building, for real. We gonna need y'all. So y'all gonna have to be jumping into your Sergeant General role and like telling everybody, let's go, like thinking up stuff quick on the spot. But it's going to be interesting when Mars goes retrograde, because then it's going to be weird. Okay, so you do need to prepare prior to Mars going retrograde, because let's see, Mars is going to go retrograde September 9th at 28 degrees Aries. Okay. Now, when Mars goes retrograde, it's like the energy does slow down a little bit. You guys, because Mars is our energy levels, okay? So even in your chart, your Mars placement represents your energy levels, like how much energy you have. That's why people that have Mars and Aries, they be working out. They be in the gym 3-4 times a day. They got energy to burn. So like with me, my Mars in Cancer, like my energy is hella slow and like dragged out and like sleepy and like tired. Like I'm in the bed all the time. Like Mars in Cancer has low energy levels. Now I do have Sun conjunct Mars though, but it's in Cancer. And then I have Mars trine Saturn too. So it's like, I have energy, but it's like, it works in spurts. It works in cycles. It's not just like push through energy, like full force. You know what I mean? So anyways, Mars rules the energy level. So that's why I said when Mars goes into Aries, it's gonna, the energy levels of the planet is going to pick up. Like I said, things are about to just be boom, 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 happening super fast, right? So when Mars goes retrograde, it's like our actions start turning more internal and we start reflecting more on our actions before we do them. But Mars is still going to be in Aries. So it's like, even though the energy is going to slow down a little bit, it's not going to slow down all the way because Mars is still at home and Mars is still going to want to go. But the issue is, and the reason why people were bringing up war is because Mars in Aries is going to turn internal, you guys. And you guys know how dangerous that is. Like, can you imagine all that fire being internal? So it's kind of going to operate like Scorpio a little bit, because Scorpio is the internal fire, but it's not going to be the same because Scorpio has that water with it. And Aries is just straight fire. So it's like, all that fire turned inside, you guys. So you're going to have people just being hella impatient, like hella frustrated, and like having these explosions and stuff like that because their energy is going to be turned, self-destructive. For real. But it's going to be having us like question like why we do the things that we do, why we didn't take action faster in certain situations, why we wait on things. So all the people that got like a lot of feminine energy, Mars and Aries is kind of going to be coming for your neck. Like, why do you wait so long to do stuff? Why do you feel like you have to plan everything out before taking action? Like, look at all these opportunities you're missing out on because you just won't do it. Okay. Nike, just do it. That is an Aries terminology. Just do it. So all the feminine energy signs, Mars in Aries is really going to be having us thinking like, damn, like think about how many opportunities we missed out of because we just didn't take a leap of faith. Like we just didn't do what we could have did in the moment. And so it's going to be having us thinking about that, like, you know, how we need to start being more courageous in our lives and taking more risks, doing more risk taking, healthy risk taking, but doing more risk taking. Because with Aries energy, your life moves fast because you take more risks. You know, you're just out there like, damn, let's just do it. Like, let's just go. Right? So yeah, take the leap, right? Just make it happen. And then even if it goes left, like still make it happen. It's like, even if it goes left, do what you got to do from it going left to get it back on track. Like Mars and Aries is no excuses. It's like, get the job done. Whatever you have to do to get it done, get it done. So, yeah. So, yeah, but I'm wondering if there's going to be a lot of sex with Mars and Aries. That's what I'm wondering. Guys, got to be careful. Mars is going to be in Aries for a long time, guys. So, be careful. Exactly, Blake. But yeah, you know, the hotheads are going to be on 10, though. When Mars is in Aries, the hotheads, people are going to be making brash decisions and doing a lot of things without thinking. I saw that in the coronavirus reading. I was like, people are just going to be taking hasty actions and like just doing stuff and like not putting too much forethought into it, which is the point of Mars and Aries. But it's like, still, it's like people's going to be hotheads. You're going to be seeing people just, they're going to be doing the most. They're going to be doing the absolute most, y'all. Yeah, violence. I know. I hate to like say it, but I'm like, yeah. Yeah. Hopefully Saturn. Oh, no, Saturn's not going to be in Aquarius. Damn it. I was going to say, hopefully Saturn and Aquarius can like slow it down a little bit. But nah, because Saturn's going to be in Capricorn by that time. I know, the divine masculine. I think maybe there's going to be something huge going on with the divine masculine with Mars being in Aries. It's going to be a lot of things around men. I'm just seeing like men like really getting, yeah, aggressive. Yeah, the egos are going to be on 20, guys. That's why I kept seeing August, because that's Leo season where the sun is going to be trining Mars. The sun is going to be trining Mars in Aries in Leo. August, you guys, mark my word. August is going to be a crazy month. Like there's going to be a lot of shit going down in August. The clash of the egos. That's what I'm going to call that reading for that month. Clash of the egos. But who knows? It may be in the best interest of the masculine, though, because the masculine is very exalted in Leo and Aries. It is very exalted. Hopefully, it's the return of the divine masculine. I would like to see that come back. We'd like to see the divine masculine make a comeback 2020. Can we get it going? Can we get some takers or what? How are you guys enjoying Mars in Aquarius right now? I don't know. It's been kind of chill for me. I have been feeling a little bit like unstable with Mars in Aquarius. I have been feeling unstable. So I don't know if I really like it. What's her name? H. Oni said the patriarchy finna cut up this summer. Woo, they about to cut up. That Capricorn eclipse in July, the last eclipse of Capricorn, they about to act a fool. Act up, you can get smacked up. That's what they gonna be on, because then it's gonna be, there's a Sagittarius eclipse too. So yeah, they gonna act up. They can get smacked up though. That's the thing. And then the North Node is going to be in Gemini too. Oh my God. It's just, the energy is going to be very high, you guys. Like, because Gemini is a very fast energy. Aries is a very fast energy. Sag is a very fast energy. It's like, woo, just wait, guys. Just wait. North Node in Gemini, I hope it improves our communication with each other. I feel like a lot of information is going to be released. Like a lot of information that was hidden from us before is going to be released. Oh, Jania said Mars in Aquarius with Saturn is creating issues with discernment. Damn it. I think that's why the reading with the boundaries cards and all that stuff came up. You guys keep your boundaries up, yo. Resonance. If it's not on key, if it's not on cue, leave it alone. Resonance is the name of the game right now. That's pretty much the only thing we can go off of, because anything else can be a fluke for all we know. Anything else can be a fluke. But now Mercury's in Aries, you guys. So people's about to start talking reckless out their mouth. Just wait on it. People's about to start talking reckless. People already been talking reckless. Somebody was saying something on my channel and trying to argue with me. They talking reckless, but I can get reckless right back. I got Mercury in Leo. So I'm going to get, I can get reckless too. I got Mercury in Leo. So yeah, you guys, anyways, I got to get ready to go because it's time for dinner. But they better get on somewhere. Jania, girl, we need to talk. You need to call me. But anyways, all right, you guys. So love you guys. If you guys missed any of the live, go back and watch. I hope you guys got something out of this. And I'll be talking to you guys soon. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Truebrilliance with 2 E's, and I'll put it in the description too. Hey y'all, tribe love, exactly. Tribe love to everybody. We got to come up with our own hand signal. I don't know why I was trying to just do this just now. Ain't that already somebody's signal? We got to come up with our own. Come on, this is Aquarius, okay? We got to get our own like hand symbol for the Billionaires. I'm going to think of something. If you guys find up something, DM me and show me what the hand signal is. But I got to come up with something. We got to have secret password too, okay? We'll get all into that later, all right? All right, I love you guys, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.